Good to be with you today. My name's Lauren, and I am just going to continue our talk about value. And I want to talk about value and your age. So, you have value regardless of what your age is. How many times do we catch ourselves saying things like, I don't think I'm old enough to do that, or that's a young person's game. I'm not up for that. Well, you know, I feel like I get a really unique perspective because I work with clients in different stages of their lives. And I will tell you right off the bat that, man, I learn something from every client, which is so many different age ranges. Um, and even though, like, there's some, those like 20-year-olds, or, those like baby boomers, there can be some like jabs back and forth against the generations. Like, every generation kind of has their own unique things that they bring to the table. And if you're older, some of it you're not going to like. And if you're younger, some of that you're not going to like. But there's also some really cool stuff that you might like, that you might enjoy. Um, and I think that sometimes we want to feel good where we are in life, and we look to all these other points. We look to maybe our grandparents, our parents, our siblings, our coworkers, our friends. We just look for all these different data points to compare ourselves to, and I think even if we don't do it super consciously, one place we look is the age. But I'm here to tell you there are some really valuable things, whatever age you are right now, and like where you are. If you're older and you have some life experience, man, you know things, not because like you studied them, you've lived it, you've done it. And if you're younger, man, you just have so much curiosity in life and you're so confident and so bold. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. And I think sometimes we would all just be better humans if we interacted more, like in a more intergenerational way. There is so much goodness and so many cool ideas and thoughts, and wow, I just think we could all really learn a lot. So I know I could really, beat this horse to death with just talking about how cool each generation is, but don't let your age stop you. You do have value regardless of that age. That age can be a number, or that age can be that thing that you live and die by. I mean, not literally, metaphorically, but some people are like, no, that's 60-year-olds don't do that. 80-year-olds don't do that. And other 60 and 80-year-olds are like, oh, yeah, we do that. Like, it's just a number. You can do whatever. If you want to write a book, if you want to start a business, if you want to perform, you don't have to be in this certain age. Now, maybe it's not in the context you once dreamed of, but it doesn't mean that it can't provide a really good example for someone else or be valuable to those that you're sharing your gifts and talents with. So, can you for a second just stop and think, how many times do I use my age as an excuse to not? I bet it's a little bit more than what you think. I know I do it more than I care to admit. But that's okay. That's why we're talking about this topic, because we can just accept that as a thought. My thought tells me that I can't do this thing because I'm this age. But an alternative thought is, I can do that despite this age. You do have some really awesome things to offer. And if you're just going to look at yourself through the filter of your age, you don't know who you're depriving of some really good lessons that could also help them. Like, that's the thing. We learn from each other. We don't live in this insular bubble as much as we want to pretend we do. So your age does not define your value. You are valuable at any and all ages. Because we never know what kind of joy or what kind of light or what kind of hope or inspiration we can bring. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.